once you've looked at something for too long, you're not going to be able to look at it with fresh eyes, not for a while. So it's helpful to have someone else come and say, look, this is why you should do this. Let's start with Andy. All right, so just looking at this resume at the moment, it's very plain. Yeah, I can't say that this would stand out to me if it were in a stack, either a literal one or one on my laptop. That means that it would probably make it through an applicant tracking system. Your education experience is front and center, which tells me that you are a very recent grad. You've listed your high school. Interesting. Some people will do this. I generally advise against it, even if someone has gone to a very fancy high school that they're extremely proud of. I think that it makes sense to just include your post-secondary education. So we're moving through the experience. It's unclear to me exactly like what the chronology is because we're jumping around a bit. There are no bullet points whatsoever. So I have your title in your role, that you're a program aide or a student orientation leader, but you're forcing me to read through a disparate paragraph that doesn't really tell me what it was that you accomplished. It's more of a list of responsibilities, like making sure all students are playing safe and cooperating with others. God, I hope you did that, but it doesn't quite tell me, what you brought to that role, you as Andy. Okay, Paige, on to yours. This is exciting. Okay, so this one would most likely fail an applicant tracking system based on the fancy formatting. As I'm looking at this, I immediately get the sense that you are a creative person. I'm seeing maybe a bit of like kerning issue from a design perspective in Cohen and your last name, and that is throwing me off. I find it problematic when people rate their skills and expertise. What's your incentive to be incredibly honest that you're really only 3 out of 5 dots on Illustrator, and what does that actually mean? So I think it's great that you put your skills and expertise front and center, but maybe rating them not so much. A little bit of a waste of space, kind of confusing. At first I was having trouble seeing what your employer was, and now I can see that it's Snap Inc. You've got the title that's very bold, emboldened, and easy to read, but then it seems like the employer is an afterthought, and as a hiring manager, I'm hunting for it. Like, well, where was she? Let's see. You've got a lot of quantifiable information here, 150 national and global Snapchat stories, 20,000 plus user-generated videos. All of those things are really helpful. All right, Kelsey. What I love about what Kelsey has done is that she has a headline that clearly states who she sees herself as and who she wants to be, innovation and technology journalist. And that might feel kind of hard to lean into, or she might totally own that day to day and be like, that is exactly who I am. But that is an aspirational part of your resume, and that can be something, even if you don't think someone would point out to you on the street and be like, oh, that's Kelsey, she's an innovation and technology journalist. There's nothing stopping you from saying that's who you are in your resume, especially if your past roles support it. And that's the kind of role that you're seeking. The first impression is a really positive one, that because this is very clean and it's easy to read. She's kept it to a single page, which she doesn't have to do, but as my eyes are skipping around, I'm seeing a progression from editorial assistant to assistant editor and managing editor. And now not everyone's resume is going to be so cut and dry or as linear, right? A lot of jobs now and a lot of people's career paths are more like a jungle gym than a ladder. Now, I think I'm having trouble seeing, let's see, when she says managing editor, innovation leader, I'm assuming innovation leader was the organization she worked for in the past. This is where that single sentence, maybe italicized beneath it, just calling out what that past employer was, that would be helpful for the person scanning it. She's chosen to put her education higher up than I might do. I might actually flip that and have the lead with the award and put the education farther down, since she has more work experience.